what's going on, everybody? For today's video, I am currently sitting inside of my closet, and you might be saying, well, Dylan, why are you doing that? And the real answer is, I don't know. I think we sort of sometimes take ourselves a little too serious, and I kind of got the inspiration for this video today. There's just this sort of point where, again, life sometimes can just be way, way too serious. You know, even for me, filming videos, I have an absolutely poor upload schedule right now, and it's just because just so busy with just life, and you try to wake up, exercise, go to work, you want to try to find some time for rest and relaxation at the end of the day, and then the day passes and you do it all over again, and then you do it again and again and again, and then weeks come by and months pass, and it's just, I don't know, it's just absolutely crazy to me. Just how, like, for my business, we opened up in January 4th of this year, and now it's already almost January 4th again. So I think sometimes the best thing for me, and probably everybody, is to just kind of not take yourself as serious. I would love to have every video be this, I got a massive script, and I got props, and maybe it's a role play where I go to the shop, I bring my microphone, we do this elaborate thing, and I feel like that's nice every now and then, but I feel like I used to just do a lot of, silly rambles like this, and I want to kind of go back to those, because I can film like an indefinite number of these videos, and they don't take a whole lot of time and effort to do so. So if I haven't thought of anything crazy for the week, I'll probably just do something like this. That way I can get some videos out to you guys, and try to get back a normal upload schedule, or at least sort of a normal upload schedule. But like I said, today's video, I'm inside my closet. I don't really have a plan for this video, but if you know anything about me, I love to talk. I love to just ramble on and on, and one conversation will lead into another conversation, which will lead into another, and then before I know it, a whole 30 minutes for a video will pass by. So that's what I'm gonna do today. Like I said, I don't really have a plan for this, but I just wanted to sit down, like I said, and just not take myself so seriously. I feel like we all could kind of, a little bit need for that every once in a while. If you also know anything about me, you can kind of see my sleeve here. I am one of those people that, again, I find myself so busy that I've kind of cut out like as many mundane tasks as I possibly can. Because at the end of the day, if it's 10 o'clock at night, I've done everything I needed to for the day, to kind of get through it. Do I really feel like doing some of these things? And some people they'll outright say I'm lazy. I don't disagree with you, but it's just, I find myself prioritizing, like for the shop. Hey, I got things, I got Saturday night, I close the shop up. I'm off for a Sunday and Monday. So, during that time, I try to forget about the shop. I talk and talk and talk, for 5 days a week about, guns and just business and whatnot. So I try to forget about that sometimes. But I do. I have to sit down. I have to reorder everything that I sold, maybe order some new stuff. Um, and then it's just, like I said, then you're just back to, for me, Tuesday, where you gotta work all over again. So if it's 10 o'clock at night on a Sunday, typically I like to sit down, play some Minecraft or something, and just forget about the day. So, what I mean by that is you're gonna get the full closet tour, since that's what we're doing here, I guess, today. Um, like I said, kind of lazy, but in my mind, at least, I've justified it. I have a nice big old stack of clothes. Like how I do it is, if it's something I will wear, you know, constantly. I just got this free. It's a Magpul T-shirt. It's like, I love the feel of it. It is really, really soft. But that has got to be some of the lowest effort to just slap a tiny little logo on the front of the shirt. Now, granted, it was free, but at the same time, like I said, that's pretty low effort. But like if it's clothes that I wear frequently, I just leave it. I have a nice big pile here. Now, sometimes I wore this when I went out dove hunting, but that was back in September. It's now December, so again, sometimes there's a little bit of laziness. I'm not pointing fingers at anybody, but there could be a little laziness sometimes. But I do have a nice little big pile of clothing here. I have it in between. I kind of scooted it aside because I needed to get to my extension cord to run the microphone here to the closet. It's quite the setup I have going on here. I have it's a 12-pack of Mountain Dew Baja Blast, holding up my phone. Quite the setup, believe me. But normally I just have the pile between my bed, and like I have nice polos for my business. I'm gonna, like, as soon as they get clean, I'm gonna wear them again. So why hang them up is sort of my philosophy. I get it. I know some people are, it's probably a good habit to get into. I get it, but like I don't know just what it is, but like I said, 2024 for me passed like in the blink of an eye, and I cannot believe it's been a year, almost a year, since I opened up my business, and like so much has happened in the year, and nothing has happened at all. What I mean by that is, like, the business, it's doing fantastic. It's doing really well. If you've seen, I'll probably post I'll probably post it on my Facebook, like the first day we were open to a year later. But the business has done very well. I've really grown it. We did a little bit of renovations back in May, and things are great. My social life and personal side of things basically non-existent in 2024. Not gonna lie. I've done almost nothing for myself, and I mean, I get it. I kind of knew going into this I'd have to make some sacrifices to, the business comes first. But like I have had my I've had my best friend over once or no, take that back, a couple times this year, just to hang out. But I haven't really gone anywhere or done anything, and it's low-key kind of depressing, not gonna lie. But I'm hoping that the shop gets to a good place where I can hire an employee to help me out. And at that point, if I need to take a day off to go do something or whatever, I sort of have that in place. But regardless, I can't really. Now, I'll let you in on a little secret here. I can't really blame the business because it's been open a year now, and the good old clothing pile has been around my whole life. I've always done it. Um, so that'll just be between you and me, though. But um, yeah, I just I know it's laziness, but if I'm just gonna if I'm gonna turn around and wear it again, why hang it up? You know. Eh. I mean, I guess it would make sense though if if I had a small pile and then hung that stuff up, and then didn't become a big pile. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I guess we'll actually kind of get into the closet. Not that anyone really cares, but I sort of just wanted to make just a chill, like I said, not serious video here. But inside my closet, oh, my foot's falling asleep. I used to make these kinds of videos all the time, and you'll see. I kind of started on the ground, and most of my rambles end up in a chair, and there's a reason for that because I like to sit crisscross applesauce and then kind of numb the legs. But yeah, starting off, well, it's kind of out of view, but obviously clothing, kind of something that belongs in a closet. I love to. I think I love to collect things that not like. I think any collection kind of comes from a place of passion. I like to collect things. I like Pokemon cards, and all sorts of stuff you'll see here. But I really like collecting, and I think for me, like one of the things, if I ever won the lottery, because I think it's at like $700 million right now, I would probably collect or finish a lot of my collections, like Pokemon cards, for example. I would absolutely love nothing more than to have some friends over and open up some like old vintage packs, like a whole booster box, for example, and just have a good time with them. Um, try to collect a card of every. I have binders, right? I have 9 binders for the 9 generations of cards, and I would love to fill each individual slot up with every card that they've ever came out with. That's going to be a lot of money and time, but I find like that would be one of those cool things to. Like, really, the reason it's not completed is just, like, realistically, every set, like, even a set that just comes out now, you would have to, in my opinion, the easiest thing to do would be, which again, you're talking like a booster case. It's 6 booster boxes, each has 36 packs in it. You can do the math because I'm terrible at math. And that would get you pretty much all of like the common, the uncommons, and like the rares. And you'd get probably a very good chunk of like the holographics, the ultra rares, the full arts, the alternate arts, all that sort of things. But you're not going to get all of them. So I feel like I would do a booster case from every set, and then you just buy whatever cards you don't get. But there's a lot of sets out there, and then when you hit a certain point of going back in time, you're not getting booster cases anymore of some of this stuff. So your best bet would be either to find like smaller pack, like a 3 blister pack or something like that. And it would just, I'm one of the types of people that, you oh, there's a Miley Cyrus song from a long time ago. It's the climb. Um, pardon my terrible singing. It's almost midnight now, but uh, what a ride this video's been. I'm one of those people I don't like with the shop, for example. Would I like it on some level if I just had $1 million handed to me and I completely renovated the whole building, made it look incredibly nice, filled up every cabinet and bought every handgun, every long gun, every box of ammo, and you just complete the store. That would be nice, but a lot of the fun for me and why I keep doing it is at the end of the week, you know, let's say the shop right now has 200 guns, um, which I think is actually kind of accurate, but let's say it's 200 guns. And, at the end of Saturday, I'm just going to use generic numbers here, 50 guns I sold that week, so I need to reorder 50 more guns. So I take the money that I made this week and I order the 50 guns. Well, guess what? Now I have a little bit of profit, so now I can order, let's say, another 10 guns. So some of the fun for me is sitting there and saying, okay, do I have the space for these guns? Where are they going to go? What brands do I want to get? What kind? What caliber? What, maybe there's a sale going on. I have 10 different distributors. Kind of bumped my elbow there. I have 10 different distributors, and sometimes each one has different sales going on, and it's just sometimes it's fun on either Saturday night after work or Sunday to watch some football. You look at all the deals and stuff like that, and then you order 10 more. So now you reordered your 50, so now you're up to 260. Well, then the next week comes by, say you sell another 50. You reorder those, and now you get another 10 new ones, so now you're at 270. And then you keep that going until you get to that point that the $1 million would just have already bought you. And I sort of like that climb. So it's the same point with my, the Pokemon cards. Would it be nice to just hand someone, hey, here's a couple $1 million, give me every card that exists? Yes. But, even right now, some of the fun of it is I can go back and remember in 2021 when Battle Styles came out. I bought $300 worth of every box they made, the booster box, the, ETBs, pretty much everything. And my brother did too, and we both really got pretty screwed on that set, I'm not gonna lie. I think it was March of 21. But it's a fun memory to just sitting there opening up packs, and I enjoy it right now when a new set comes out. Me, my brother, both my brothers, and usually one of a mutual friend of ours, sometimes another one of my brothers. We can sometimes have up to 5 people opening booster boxes, and we all go around in a circle opening packs. And it's a lot like the last time around. My buddy got, we call it the bandit, Usually I'm the bandit getting the best cards, but he actually pulled it was like a $500 Pikachu card. It just, you're all sitting there, we're opening packs, we're having a good time, and all of a sudden we start getting to this point where we're opening the packs upside down. We're taking random a card out of the middle here, and we're doing weird stuff to try to increase our pull rates. And so I think he was doing, he had the cards upside down and he was flipping them like this. And for the very last card, he kind of went like this. You saw his eyes just light up. He put it down, he grabbed some sleeves, and then he just kind of we didn't even know what he pulled yet. But he's sitting there, he's just staring at this card, just dumbfounded. It's hysterical. And then he finally, after it took him a while to process this thing, and then he passed it around, and then we were like, oh. But it's just sort of the fun of the climb, in the sense of if I won that Powerball, just that sort of, oh my gosh, I can tell you right now, I would have a Friday night. There's a local restaurant. I don't want to reveal the name because I don't want them ever getting busy. And they make some of the best pizza I've ever had in my life. And I kid you not with that. Their wings are incredible and their pizza's incredible. They're in the middle of absolutely nowhere, Delaware. And but they're incredible. And I could see it right now. We would go, it'd be a Friday afternoon. We would go, get some pizza and wings, just again have a good time with dinner. We would go out and open like a base set booster box or just, any of the cool sets. Fossil, like I think any of them would be a fun time, and just open them, just enjoy it, have a fun time. And I could just see it right now, just how awesome and how cool that would be. But that's probably obviously not going to happen. If any of you watching ever wins it, you know a way to my heart, kind of thing. There's ways. No. But oh my gosh, I could probably sit down and make a whole video on what I would do if I won the lottery. Maybe I will. Who knows? But I guess we'll continue with the closet tour here. What a ride this video has been. If you know anything about me, like I said, there's no script to this. I truly just absolutely love talking. When you meet me in person, I'm a very antisocial, I think they call it a slow to warm up personality, where I'm just very antisocial. I don't like going out too often. But when I do go out, whether it's with friends or whatever, I don't talk very much at all. But then once I get to know you and we kind of open up, then I'll talk to you. But and then I'll open up. But I absolutely just love to talk, and I could talk in circles and about this and about that, and I could go forever. I really could, and that is not an exaggeration. But anyway, the closet tour. I got all kinds of ammo here. I've mentioned before, I need, to be honest, my own ammo safe kind of thing, but they're just in the closet right now. One of my other big sort of, again going along the collection line, would be, I would love to get a gun, at least one, in every caliber that ever exists. And I know what you're saying, that's pretty unreasonable. That's kind of out there. There's some calibers for like the gyro jet and stuff like that that are stupid, but obviously I would go with the more mainstream stuff. Like right now I've already branched out. I got 50 Beowulf, 9mm Makarov, I think I got all the normie stuff up front, but I got 50 BMG, 500 Magnum, 50 AE. I got 32 Smith & Wesson long. Like, I got some really unique and crazy stuff as it is, but I know there's plenty more out there. My all-time favorite, which is also in the closet. Good old 405 Winchester. If you follow the channel for any length of time, you'll know it took me about a year to get that stuff. And if you watch any of the older videos, I rant and rave about how hard it was to get. But I think that would be really cool to just try to get at least one gun in every caliber. And that's the fun of it. Sometimes, like pretty much daily, they're coming out with new calibers. And then there's stuff like the 700 Nitro Express, which like a Holland & Holland rifle costs like $250,000. So there's stuff that I probably will never even touch. But then again, the stuff that I can get is sort of what I'm trying to go after. So I just think, I like to shoot. To be honest, I haven't shot in a really long time, but there's all that. Video games. I have all my video games in the closet. That's another one. If I could, I would try to part of my collection. I love video games. I haven't done it in a long time. I used to do it when I was younger. Every summer that I was off from school, I would play through, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and I would play through Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. And I haven't done that in a while, and by a while I mean probably a decade, but I think I'm going to try to, and I like playing on their original, I think my N64 is in a box, but I like to bring out the N64 for Ocarina of Time, and I haven't done that in a while, but I used to go to Salisbury University for a little while, and they had a place, I don't even remember what it was called, across the campus, that they specialized, they were like a GameStop for any generation of games, and I spent a lot of money in there, to be honest, but same thing around that Powerball line is, I would love to try to get one of every console that exists, but the thing with that is, I would actually play them. I just saw, I don't remember the guy's name, but I saw a guy on TikTok, and he played through, he never touched them before, he played through every Zelda game, starting from the first one, and he ended on Breath of the Wild. And I think that would be something really fun to do, but I think he just played it either on the PC or the Switch or whatever. I think that would be really fun to do on their original consoles and kind of go through time, but same thing, it's like tracking some of that stuff down, like the games. It can be a lot, it can be. One of the other things I have a lot of is Build-A-Bears. Now, I enjoy a good Build-A-Bear. There's all kinds of stuff. I used to, me and my ex-girlfriend, pretty much any time we would go up to the Christiana Mall in Delaware, we would, do a Build-A-Bear. And I personally love them. There's just so many cool designs and bears, and I got a Pikachu, and I got all kinds of stuff. Sort of the same thing. Since being a single man, which has been a couple of years now, but since being a single man, I don't really, I love to shop. Don't get me wrong. Another way to my heart would just be to take me to a mall and let me go crazy. I'd walk out with Lego sets and Build-A-Bears and all kinds of nonsense, but I don't really like to do that alone, so I haven't been in a long time, but I enjoy the bears. Like I said, there's all kinds of crazy. This guy's got a little cupcake attached to his hand here. You can't really see it, but yeah. He's got a little cupcake attached to his hand, and just, I love those suckers. And it's the same thing. I think when I get sort of more room, I would put them all out for display, but they're kind of in the closet right now until I can get a little bit more room. But, and then I just have some old Nerf guns. I got the Legend of Zelda chess set right there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but that's pretty much it for the closet. What a wild video this has been. But if you sort of like, I know a lot of people used to like him. I haven't done him in a while. If you want me to go back to just talking, random locations, about random stories, just so I can kind of get a video out every week. Let me know. I can easily do these. And maybe you say now I would want more of a high quality video, or maybe you just tell me you want 10-minute videos or 5-minute videos. I don't know. Just let me know. I have a lot of videos ideas that you guys recommend, but I know I can't really stretch them out to like a full, video. So maybe you want me to do little shorts or just smaller videos. Just, I don't know. Let me know. But, yeah, I think that's been enough. My foot's completely asleep right now. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.